Having completed all the 28 slokas of chapter 8, it's time to summarize. Chapter 8, titled Akshara-Brahma Yoga, is a direct continuation of chapter 7, Jnana Vijnana Yoga, where towards the end Arjuna seeks clarity on the concepts of Brahman, Karma, the nature of the Supreme Personality. So, chapter 8, that is Akshara-Brahma Yoga, when translated, means the yoga of the imperishable absolute. So, at the very outset of this chapter, Arjuna poses 7 questions. That is, these questions are a continuation of what was asked, what was discussed in chapter 7. So, the questions are: what is Brahman, the supreme absolute? What is Adhyatma, the embodied self? What is karma? What karma? Action. What is Adibhutam, the material manifestation? What is Adidaivam, the underlying foundation of the Devatas or the demigods? Who is Adi Yajna? Adi Yajna, the Lord of all sacrifices. And also, how does he operate? And how can one know the Supreme Lord at the time of death? So, these were the 7 questions that Arjuna asks Lord Krishna. Krishna provides a clear, succinct answer to the questions, and these answers form the core of chapter 8, Akshara-Brahma Yoga. So, Lord Krishna's reply is a profound guide to the path of liberation. It emphasizes the importance of the final thoughts at the time of death and states the ultimate goal of a yogi. So, let's see what Lord Krishna's reply are. Brahman is Aksharam Param. That is, Brahman is the ultimate imperishable reality, and Adhyatma is the eternal self, the Atma in the individual living entities. And Karma, that is action, it refers to the creative actions that bring forth the material existence of living beings. And Adibhuta is the perishable, changing material nature. And Adidaivam, the divine and all-pervading form of the Supreme who provides over the millions of Devatas, that is demigods. Adi Yajnam is Lord Krishna himself, who dwells in the hearts of all beings as the Lord of all sacrifices. The most critical part of chapter 8 is where Lord Krishna explains the importance of one state of consciousness, the final thought at the time of death, which determines the next birth. So this is explained in Shloka 5. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yafprayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayah. So he who departs the physical body thinking of Lord Krishna attains him without doubt. Now this is further clarified in Shloka 6. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam त्यजत्यन्ते कलेवरं तं तमेवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावभावितः. So this shloka 6 emphasizes the importance of the last thought at the time of death. Whatever a person thinks, remembers at the time of death, that very state of being he attains. So if a person thinks of Lord Krishna at the time of death, he attains his abode. However, Lord Krishna becomes the final thought only after a life of continuous spiritual practice. To explain this point, Lord Krishna in the 8th shloka tells us, Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa nanya-gamina paramam purusham divyam yati partanu chintayan. So the yogi, with his mind disciplined through yoga and unwavering devotion, and by constantly meditating on the Supreme, attains the Supreme Lord. Lord Krishna gives practical instructions for this meditation. By focusing the mind, not allowing it to stray, and by meditating on the omniscient, eternal, supreme Paramapurusha, who is the sustainer and controller of all, one attains the supreme destination. Chapter 8 also highlights the importance of the sacred Pranava mantra Om in the slokas 13 and 14. In the slokas 12 and 13. Sarvadvarani samyamya manohridi nirudhya cha murdhyadayatmanah pranam astito yogadharanam omityekaksharam brahma Vyaharan mamanusmaran yaf prayati tyajan deham sayati paramam gatim. So, having controlled all the senses and firmly holding the mind in the heart, drawing the prana, that is the life breath, to the head, in yoga consciousness, he who leaves the physical body uttering Om, the Pranava mantra that expresses the Brahman, attains the supreme destination. Then Lord Krishna goes on to explain the two paths that an Atma takes after birth as a result of the spiritual achievements in life. Lord Krishna is easy to attain for those who constantly remember him with singular devotion and pure mind. So those who reach Lord Krishna's abode are free from the cycle of birth and death. That is, they get liberation, moksha. Lord Krishna also explains the impermanence of the material world in terms of cosmic time. Brahma's day lasts for 4.32 billion earthly years, and his night too is of the same duration. So when Brahma's day dawns, all embodied beings manifest from his subtle body, and at the cosmic nightfall they emerge or they unmanifest into the same subtle body of Brahma. All the lokas in the material universe and the beings who inhabit them are subject to the cycle of birth and rebirth. Only Lord Krishna's abode is not subject to this cycle. So Lord Krishna's abode is a supreme destination on reaching which there is no return. Lord Krishna's abode is eternal, it is beyond the material cycle of creation and destruction, and it can be reached only through pure love and devotion. In the concluding verses of chapter 8, Lord Krishna explains the two paths that the Atma takes after death. That is the path of light and the path of darkness. The path of light, or the Shukla Marga, it is the path that leads to liberation, and it is for the yogis who depart during the auspicious time. Auspicious times, that is during the daytime, in the period of the waxing moon, that is the Shukla Paksha. Now this path leads to the eternal destination from which there is no return. Then you have the other path of darkness, which is also called the Krishna Marga. Now this path is the one which leads to rebirth, and it is for those who are still attached to the material world, and they leave their bodies during the inauspicious times, that is at night time, and also in the period of the waning moon. And this path leads the soul back to the cycle of reincarnation. And then Krishna clarifies that a true yogi who understands these two paths is never bewildered. The yogi is not concerned with the timing of their death because his focus is on the ultimate reality of Lord Krishna. Explaining this yogi's transcendence, Lord Krishna in the 28th shloka tells, Vedeshu yajneshu tapaksu chaiva daneshu yat punya phalam pradishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param sthanam mupaiti chadyam. So the yogi who knows the reality by practicing unwavering devotion, the yogi transcends these external conditions and he attains the highest spiritual destination, surpassing the merits from Vedic study, penance, charity and rituals. That is, some merit is achieved by studying the Vedas, through penance, through charity and by doing rituals. So a yogi transcends all of these. He surpasses all of these through his unwavering devotion. The unwavering devotion is therefore presented as the supreme path, that is the Bhakti Yoga path. So with this we complete chapter 8. Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Akshara-Brahma Yogo Nama Ashtamodhyayah.